Hello, welcome back. The purpose of this video is to do two things. One, to clarify the use of the cards and the pendant. The other, explain why sacred geometry is so important. For that I have made a special video, where the information is explained extensively, and to what extent sacred geometry affects us positively. Well, for starters, there are different cards. What you need to know about each of these is that these cards are NFC. That means they can be coded and activated with a series of codes that we use with the Genius Sapiens system. Now, if we look at the cards, they all have sacred geometry. These codes that are here, you will see that they are repeated at different levels. What does this mean? That we are using fractal geometry, and this positively affects different levels of our body. On the back we have the golden ratio, because the measurements of these cards are made with that ratio, and this is similar to the ratio in the cosmos. Now, all our cards have 80 codes. In those 80 codes we put 3 code packs. Some protection codes against electromagnetic disturbance, which protects with HAARP, chemtrails, geopathies, or any type of disturbance. An emotional package, so that we have that positive emotional influence. And the codes corresponding to each card. Here's a card for rejuvenation. This card is for weight loss. This card is used for love, or for money. And this is a special card for people who have a special problem or need something specific in their life. These cards are already coded. This card is to do a special therapy and look for the corresponding codes. What is the difference between the cards and the pendant? The pendant was designed because it is often very uncomfortable to carry the cards. Because it is much more convenient to use it in different circumstances, such as going out to dinner or an event, they continue to have protection with the pendant and leave the cards at home. I always recommend that you use the cards for as long as you can. The pendant is also more aesthetic than carrying a pack of cards, which can be uncomfortable and stick to the body with heat, etc. The only difference is that the pendant only has space for the protection codes and the programmed basic codes that each card has: health, lose weight, etc. In the case of the pendant, sacred geometry is central. It is basic. It does not have the same strength as the card, but it is quite strong, because this is an amplifier. On the other hand, what can be done with this pendant is to put this geometry or any of the ones on the cards and combine the different codes. Another question that they ask me is if they can use several cards at the same time. The answer is yes. As you can see here, I carry several cards. Although each card has a different purpose, and each geometry is different, they all synergize. We have not found a card that accepts more than 80 codes. When we find it, we can offer it to you for purchase. But for now, each one of these accepts 80 codes, which is a lot of information. They can be used to load information into water, cosmetics, etc., which with the pendant will be very difficult. If a person buys a card, as a promotion we are going to give them a significant discount if they also purchase the pendant. They can see it on our website, because I consider that the pendant is complementary, although essential to be able to carry it. And I hope that the following minutes speaking of sacred geometry is to your liking. Thank you so much.
The symbol can delve into the deep realms of our subconscious and has great influence. To understand it, let's imagine, for example, a place without colors and shapes, a gray space, like living in a cubicle with 6 walls without shades. Isn't this a strange feeling? The absence of shapes and colors in said site would evoke in us singular sensations of sadness, abandonment, helplessness, isolation, melancholy, discouragement, and mortality. Symbols and colors exert a significant power on our psyche, on our energy and, in general, on our existence. The forms, images or words that embody meanings transcend their own nature. They serve as effective means of communicating intricate ideas, emotions, and experiences, while also being able to engender a sense of identity, belonging, and community. That is why they acquire outstanding relevance in the field of art, literature, religion, politics, and everyday life. They are useful for understanding ourselves and the environment that that surrounds us. Common symbols that we can all recognize include the heart, which denotes love. The rose, which symbolizes beauty and romance. The four-leaf clover, which represents good fortune. The owl, icon of wisdom. The dragon, which embodies power and strength. These symbols arouse intense emotions in us because they embody the internal parts that flourish in our being. They can express what the mask tries to hide from our shadow. In this way, they become windows into the deepest thoughts, feelings, and desires. Therefore, the symbols have a resonance capable of arousing emotions of joy, sadness, anger, or fear. It also allows us to feel connected to something bigger than ourselves. On a psychological level, certain symbols can manifest within dreams, since symbols can access the unconscious by conveying meanings that are not purely rational. Several examples of these symbols and their corresponding psychological connotations are as follows. Water symbolizes the unconscious, emotions, and fertility. Fire represents passion, transformation, and destruction. Earth means stability, nurturing, and the concept of Mother Earth. Air means freedom, inspiration, and spirit. Sun embodies life, energy, and power. Moon embodies death, renewal, and the mysteries of the mind. Symbols can have therapeutic purposes, helping patients explore their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. People can select symbols that represent themselves, their challenges, or their goals. Therapists can use symbols to help patients understand their unconscious and encourage new patterns of thought and behavior. Within the field of art, symbols can be used to express emotions, ideas, and experiences. Artists use symbols to create works of art that are both aesthetically appealing and deeply meaningful. They allow people to establish a connection with their unconscious and gain a better understanding of themselves. People can use symbols to express their beliefs, values, and desires. In addition, symbols facilitate the creation of a sense of community and belonging. For example, the image of a tree can symbolize life, death, or renewal. This image can evoke various emotions and memories in different individuals. For some, the image of a tree can symbolize life, evoking thoughts about the beauty of nature and the cycle of life. For others, it could symbolize death, provoking reflections on the fragility of life and the inevitability of mortality. Geometry in this sense plays an important role in the creation of symbols, serving as their fundamental structure. Geometry, in this context, exerts a profound influence on our lives. It can be used to represent abstract ideas and establish a sense of order and harmony. Among the most common and powerful geometric symbols are: the circle symbolizes eternity, unity, and plenitude. The square means stability, strength, and solidity. The triangle embodies power, action, and direction. The star represents hope, guidance, and orientation. The pentagram means protection, knowledge, and wisdom. These symbols have a culturally universal presence and are ubiquitous in various domains such as art, architecture, fashion, and music. In addition, they find application in the practices of meditation, prayer, and yoga. Geometric symbols can serve to connect with something bigger than yourself, offering a sense of peace, tranquility, and hope. Sacred geometry is, therefore, the study of geometric forms found in nature and the universe. In this context, it represents the pinnacle of symbolic expression, with its fundamental forms reflecting the very fabric of the cosmos. These shapes resonate throughout the natural world, from flowers, plants, and animals to planets and stars. They are also present in cells, atoms, and subatomic particles. As a result, they resonate at frequencies that are in sync with our energy when these forms are in harmony with us. Sacred geometry facilitates resonance between humans and the universe. This connection arises from the fact that sacred geometric shapes are inherent in nature and the universe, thus harmonizing with natural forces. Exposure to sacred geometric shapes can induce feelings of peace, tranquility, and harmony among people. This effect is attributed to the sacred geometric shape's ability to synchronize brain waves and induce a state of relaxation. Additionally, sacred geometry can be used to create sacred spaces. These spaces can serve as environments for meditation, prayer, and healing. Spaces created with sacred geometry are believed to help people connect with something bigger than themselves, creating a sense of peace and well-being. The resonance of these geometric shapes can evoke deep emotions and memories in us. In short, these culturally universal symbols are deeply embedded in human culture and have significance across a spectrum of human activities. Its incorporation into art, architecture, meditation, and various forms of expression underscores its profound and timeless influence on the human experience. Thank you so much. Follow us on our YouTube channel. If you like this information, give us a like, subscribe and click the bell. You can also visit our website where you will get more information, or send us a WhatsApp. Thanks for sharing. Until next time.